Hey fellow builders, Marco here. In this short tutorial, I'll walk you through how to use SSV keys. First, maybe we need SSV keys for registering operators, not registering operators, registering validators. The best place to start is docs.ssv.network. And under the tools, you have SSV keys. This SSV key is basically what it does. It splits your one validator key into multiple key shares and then encrypts these key shares. There is available CLI or SDK. Yeah, and you can see the SDK in this repo, and I will walk you through generating the data in this repo and making sure to avoid any pitfalls. Also, some other ways to generate it is you can use the awesome SSV repo, open the backend, README, follow the tutorial, basically install the prerequisites, and then run the script, create keys. So anyway, there are a couple of more ways. And if you go to awesome SSV repo, I list them here. There is a Go implementation. I'm not sure if this is already updated to V3 version, but you can check basically this awesome SSV repo for other tools. So we'll be using this one here. So I have already cloned this repo and downloaded it. As you can see, here is the CLI, but we will be doing this. So git clone, open the folder, run yarn install. I've already done so. As you can see here, yarn install. Then I do the yarn CLI, and it will show you basically how does this, what you can do, and it has a nice help there. So let's go to the action and to the meat, how you can do this. So you need to just run this command. You need to just run it, but the harder thing here may be how to get the inputs for these commands. You need to get a key share, then key share version. This is a version 3, so we'll leave it as it is. Key store, this is basically your key store file or your validator key. The password for this key store, the operator IDs in the ascending order, so 1, 2, 3, 4, or 2, 18, 34, 55. They don't need to go one after the other. Obviously, they can, it could be whatever IDs, they just need to be in ascending order. Now, the operator keys corresponding to the operator keys corresponding in the position to the IDs and the output folder. So I have already ran this command here successfully, so that you don't have to wait until I run it. But let me walk you through how to get these inputs. First, I'm not changing the version. Version 3 is all right. My key store, I'm using Ubuntu, which is run under Windows. So this is how my path looks here. Basically, this is my folder. This is the path to it. Then this is the password for this key store file. Make sure you're using the correct password. Operator IDs 2, 3, 9, and 76. Those are the operators I have chosen. The question is where and how to choose the operators and how to get the operator public keys. So let me walk you through that part. The easiest way, you can use some API service. Let's do the simple way. The simple way is to go to explorer.ssv.network/operators, and here you can search by ID. As I have said, I have picked these four operators: 23, 23, 90, 239, and 76. I'm happy if you use 76 operator as your operator. This is operator I'm running, and I have opened the operators here. You can see this index number here. So basically, what I do here, I will do this again, just to make sure. So I put in the operator IDs, how to get operator keys. This may be a little tricky if you haven't done it yet. You just click on this, and this will copy the key into the clipboard. So I'll copy 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let me check. Yes, I have all keys here. And now I'll just paste them here and separate them by the comma. 3, comma, and 4. And then I just specify the output folder. Let me show you command I ran. So this is basically the command that I ran. You can see that it will run the CLI in JS under node, and basically if it's generated correctly, it will tell you that key distribution successful. You will get key shares JSON file. Let's look at it. And yeah, that's it. This is the input that you need for generating your validator. Let me give you some useful tips. What is useful here is if you want to implement this into your backend, we do not recommend using this on your front end, as you would if you basically integrate this JS library and this key shares into your front end. It's possible, obviously. The downside is you require the user to upload their key shares into the browser, which is not very safe and good practice. So this README is the README in example 1. And it basically gives you the steps how to include this into your project. You basically import these things. You import a key store, the operators JSON, the operator IDs JSON. So the same thing we did there. We need the IDs and we need the public keys. Then you initiate it, and yeah, that's basically it. So that's basically how you do it. Now if you just want to know how, this is it. Let me talk about right now a little bit, why do we need it? Why do we need to split the validator key? We need it because you will be running, or with SSV network, you are running your validator in a distributed manner. It means you split it into multiple key parts, none of which can reproduce the full signature. And so the operators in the network need to cooperate together to run your validator key. So you need to split this key, that's this first part, and you need to encrypt these key shares or these key splits, not to confuse you with the, let's talk about key shares being encrypted. So encrypt key splits. Yep. why do we need to do this? We need to do this because these are private keys, or these are partial private keys. And we use Ethereum smart contract for distributing them. This is basically kind of the best way because there is no other dependency. You are not depending on any third-party server to be online or anything else to be able to distribute the keys to the operators. You use Ethereum smart contract. Operators are just watching for the events in this contract, and they basically take their key splits or key shares. And obviously, as I was saying, this is also the reason why we needed to input operator public keys, so that every key split can be encrypted and create key shares. So that's it. That's it for this tutorial. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, reach me on Twitter at Marco in Ether, or with the same handle in Discord. You can tag me in the general channel, or ideally in the dev support channel. And that would be it for today.